on an early morning flight from Manchester, and I'm just waiting for Duncan and Maya to turn up. It's quite grey, very warm. Bit of a view here. Beginning to feel quite excited about what's in store. We're now on the boat. Duncan and Maya brought you back from the airport. We are unpacking shopping. Maya, hello.
Yeah, I've never bought so much food in my life. But at least it's food, it's not a Gucci bag.
Yeah. The receipt wasn't that long, but that's because we only bought 10 things, but we bought about 40 of each of them.
So yeah. This is the cabin, this is the cockpit at the moment, absolutely covered in food, as you can see.
Oh, okay. I can give you things that are
yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff to unpack. There are some tricks of the trade when you're storing food in a boat, such as removing all labels from tins and adding the name of the tin with a black marked marker on the top, because apparently otherwise the paper labels of the tins come off and get stuck in the bilge pump when there's a flood. Let's hope there's not a flood, but there might be. We're just going to show you the packed out fridge. There is not.
Whoa.
There is nothing there's no space for anything else now. So that's pretty good. Well packed, punk. There's a few lockers down here which are
absolutely up to the gunnels.
Yeah.
One here just got loo rolls in.
Just loo rolls.
Because it can't put this one's absolutely ready for the wood on top now.
I hope Nens and
then this one here is it's just about going that way.
There's about 20 bars of chocolate, by the way.
About 40.
Yeah. There you go, yeah. I'm just going to show you the washing hanging on the deck. We've been doing lots of washing this morning. There's the hammock. Lots of socks there. Making final preparations. And Duncan and Maya are in the cabin, busily working. Maya on her laptop. Duncan's making calls. I can't see him very well. Hello, we're washing carrots and all sorts of vegetables so that the bacteria doesn't rot the fruit while we're on passage. Most of this is going to be eaten probably all the way to the Caribbean, I would think. Surprisingly warm, and it's a very nice environment to be doing this work in.
Oh, garlics. Garlics with a
Maya's
French
got
person.
some new sunglasses on.
Cool, eh?
Yeah. Now I'm equipped.
Brilliant. Nearly done.
It's the evening before our departure, and it's dusk, which is why it's rather dark. I hope this is working. We've been doing all sorts of stuff today, cleaning, packing, checking the vegetables to see what's rotten, eating, cooking, checking various bits of oil in the engine room, and all in all just preparing. And I'm beginning to feel a little bit nervous, I have to confess. Duncan checked the weather, and there's going to be potentially 3.5 metre waves, but in quite close succession, which is a little bit bigger a sea than he's experienced before. That may be the case on Thursday, but we decided that there's no particular reason for us to think that it'd be any better by leaving things, so we're going to go. Yeah, it just feels really weird sitting in this marina, so calm. I'm on the back of the boat, on the deck chair. Can't imagine what it's going to be like this time tomorrow. Anyway, we'll find out. So, final moments until we depart. Just been filling up with water. Duncan's about to put the motor on.
No power.
Oh, no power. Oh dear. Shit. We did engine checks last night, everything was absolutely fine.
And we are absolutely ready to go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. We've checked everything.
It's incredibly frustrating. So I just tried the engine again and it managed to catch, so we've now got the engine going, but I don't know whether Duncan will feel confident enough to go, and we'll leave it running for a while and just see if we can get these batteries fully charged up, because one of them was slightly low, although not low enough to cause a problem. An electrical engineer, Victor.
Oh, no.
Victor is basically in the engine, trying to understand how it works, and Duncan's assisting, and they're trying to sort out what's going on. Although the engine does actually work, Duncan is naturally nervous about leaving with an undiagnosed problem. We're just letting the engine cool down so that we can complete our safety check of the engine. Duncan's now rechecking all of the
All of the water glasses to make sure they're clean.
no, he's checking to see whether all of his weather predictions remain valid, which of course they don't, because it's 6 hours later. Anyway, that's where we are. So we're going to be leaving, I hope, in about an hour and a half. We're on our way finally. There's quite a brilliant sea, but not very much wind. It's going to show you the sea. There's some quite big waves, but we're a bit wobbly, but we're all feeling good. We have these special patches behind our ears. Can you see that? Yes, you can see that behind my ear. We've got the sails up, but it's not doing much at the moment. Just got to wait for the wind to pick up, which we hope will happen once we're out of reach of this island, La Palma. Maya's just had a cheesy biscuit. This is your third one. Do you want to have another one?
Two is good.
Oh, 2 is good, okay.
2 is good, but it helps.
Rolly. No bloody wind, so although bit of sail up, it's basically just flogging. Not much good. We just got a bit of sail up to stabilise the boat. Otherwise we're just rolling with these distant northwesterly swells. Well, it's not that bad because we've got our neck patches on. That's what's saving us from vomiting all over the place, quite honestly.
Yeah, are these both dogs? Okay. My goodness, that was quite a baptism by fire that night. We just had, so I tried to sleep between about 8 and 2. I did actually, I think, get some sleep, but then coming back up at 2 to take home some of the others, I started to feel really, really sick. The sea's just been all over the place tonight. And it's just so weird when you're in a boat on the sea at night. You can't see anything. You don't know what is going on. You start having hallucinations about boats that are nearby about to collision into you. I even had somebody's hand in the cockpit when both Maya and Duncan were asleep. It's totally weird. Anyway, the sunrise over there actually looks a lot better in real life. I think the banana, probably that's going to make you feel a bit better. Might try and get some more sleep. So Maya's just having her breakfast. She's having tortilla with like potato and omelette. Yeah.
Very Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. She's Spanish through and through. Duncan's in the cabin.
we are. We've got our trade wind sailing routine up. We've got our mainsail with one reef in, with the boom right out, and a preventer line stopping it swinging back. We've got our genoa there, hopefully a similar size, and held out by a pole, you can see there, which allows it to stops it from collapsing when the wind's light, which it is now. We haven't really got enough wind. And this is the mizzen sail here, and Mr Hyde in the corner, who's doing the steering. Ahoy!
It's a beautiful afternoon now, quite calm, and the sunshine is reflecting on the waves over here. It's a beautiful day, and we've all slept, not a full night of course, so we take naps during the day.
It has. Don't worry, I've taken care of that.
Thursday morning, can't remember, day 2, yeah. It's about 6:40 AM. I had a shift, I had a sleep between midnight and 5:30 and now I'm on duty. It's so annoying, I'm still feeling sick, which is just really annoying. I'm not eating very much. Because the wind's behind us, we've got this quite significant rocking motion backwards, left and forward, left and right, as we power through the waves, and it's just quite hard to get used to. We've just gone past a huge ship, which we thought we were potentially on a collision with, but in fact it went off behind us, which is good. We tried to reach him on the radio, but he wouldn't respond. Apparently Duncan says that happens a lot. So it's quite incredible travelling like this. You've got these huge waves and you're just riding on top of them, surfing along. We're doing about up to sort of between 6.5 to 9 knots with a reduced size genoa, a reduced size mainsail, and the little mizzen sail at the back, no engine, nothing like that. It's just really, really fast. It's now got some light, and these waves are quite amazing. Check this out. Oh my god. I'm looking to the stern of the boat. You can see Duncan's hydro vane, which is the way we're steering at the moment. This red thing at the back keeps flapping around. But these waves are something else.
It's supposed to be 3.2 metres.
Is that right? Is that what you just said? Oh really?
That's what they forecast.
Right.
3.2 metres.
The thing is, the boat just seems to cope with it. So you don't really feel scared, it's just quite impressive really, apart from anything else.
So today we've got 4-6. We've had one broach which slightly knackered the mainsail, but luckily not the Genoa or its pole. Got a tiny bit of sail up here and we're still doing about 6 or 7 knots, quite crazy. And then if you look around you've got fairly big waves coming. The trusty mizzen is what keeps us going. Ha! The wind vane, he doesn't know what it's doing, flanked by the mizzen. Oh my god, that looks crazy. That's the hydro vane working away. Thank God. This is Uncle Brian's Knockmaster Mark III. The way that works is it's got a little string at the back which spins, going to a line out to a little propeller out the back. It turns it at a certain rate which it records in these dials. 330 maybe? Yeah.
This sea is absolutely massive. I've been sick a few times and taken now a new pill, hoping that might sort me out. This patch hasn't really had the desired effect, unfortunately. We had quite a hairy time about a couple of hours ago because we lost, the steerage went slightly wrong and we ended up with the mainsail backed up, being pinned against the stays in the wrong direction, so we had to, well I say we, Duncan was heroic, got up there and pulled this mainsail down while Maya kept us into the wind. She's really, really good actually, Maya. And I sort of pulled various ropes and stuff. And then we managed to get the mainsail down and we turned back into the wind, and we've been travelling since then just with the Genoa. And also the mizzen, which is behind me. So it's still got quite heavy winds. We've sort of got like a 4, 6, 7 kind of wind. The sea's just absolutely massive. That's the most amazing thing about this. How deep it goes down when the waves are rolling. You can see that sometimes I think it's as if we're standing at the top of a block of flats looking down on the sea. When you're on a big wave, there seems to be a particular wave, perhaps every 7th wave or so, where there's a really, really big view. It's nice and sunny though, as you can see, and it's relatively warm, which makes a massive difference to the way you feel about everything. And despite the fact that things aren't that pleasant at the moment, the boat is as steady as you can imagine, and you don't feel remotely unsafe. I don't feel scared in any way, I just feel slightly scared. Duncan's preparing to go and investigate his sail. That widget has broken on the mainsail. It's never broken, have they, Duncan? Two?
Yeah.
Two have broken, yeah.
Three.
Which means that
I
when
got too carried away with tightening the downhaul, I think. It's my fault.
So he's basically got a mainsail that we can't attach properly to, well, what is it, to the mast when it goes up, because these clips, they're like curtain hooks, have broken, so he's going to go and try and see if he can make a repair. We'll see. This is totally surreal. I am sitting on the boat in the cockpit in charge of the watch between 12 midnight and 3. The boat is absolutely hammering along. There's huge surf either side of us. Sometimes we ride right on top of the surf and we get to about 10 knots, which is incredible given that we've got only a tiny postage stamp of a Jenny up at the front and a tiny mizzen sail. The boat is being steered by the hydro vane, so I don't have to do that job, which is quite nice because it would be really, really tiring to do that in these conditions. The sky is clear on my left, so I can see loads and loads of stars, far around about the bear. And then on the other side it's all cloudy with the moon, half a moon just trying to get through, which is enough light to be able to just see a little bit of the sea. See the moon. If I point the camera, I don't know. So here we are on Friday. The sea's a lot calmer today, and we've been washing ourselves at the back of the boat. You can probably see all the various things hanging up. Duncan's in the galley cooking some hot chocolate. Where is he? There. Can you see he's got a funny strap around his waist? It's a lot quieter than yesterday. In fact, I haven't even got a life jacket on at the moment, which is not something I've done so far, but I feel a bit more confident today. I feel a bit less sick, which is good, and we've just seen a pilot whale go past. Didn't get a particularly good glimpse of it, but we could see something.
Now you are salty sea bitches. Oh, sea dogs? Doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Salty sea bitches.
Salad or tomato, a bit hot-boiled eggs.
D'accord.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at this. Ooh, basil salad.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So the delightful lunch has turned into a bit of mayhem. We had some big waves. We've got the floor covered in water that fell down. Maya got a cloth. We've got another cloth on the table. The box has been retrieved. Just about had our lunch. It's because the waves are just taking us backwards and forwards, side to side the whole time. Hi, it's Saturday now. Wow, it's been a pretty trying 24 hours, I would say. Last night we had this problem with the sea's kind of normal roll was sort of crossed by another roll, so there were like it's almost like the waves are coming at you from both sides. It sounds bizarre, but the boat was just rolling and rolling, and I did my watch between 3 AM and 6 AM, and I don't know how many times I vomited during that time. But anyway, it seems this morning we've got up to beautiful blue skies, and it's really very warm now. You can tell you're in the tropics. We've all got t-shirts on, shorts. The sea's still doing this weird thing, and I still feel a bit sick, but I'm just going to have to put up with it, I think. We've been talking about changing the sail arrangement, but we don't want to do that. It's a lot of effort because it involves dismantling booms and stuff like that. We don't want to do that and then have to do it again, so Duncan's decided that we're just going to keep with this course, keep with this particular arrangement for the moment and see how it goes. So yeah, it's beautiful, but it's kind of hard as well. Yeah, I'm sort of enjoying it, but I've also got a sore tummy. Talk us through what you're doing.
I want this to be able to spin properly this way, to unravel this mess.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll work, but it probably should do.
It's
I don't know how I'm going to do it though, really.
What he's got a log, which is a device that you throw into the water behind the boat, and it enables you to measure the number of miles you're travelling in a purely mechanical way. I'll tell you that we're actually halfway on our journey now, probably just over halfway in fact, so that's exciting. This gives you an idea of the size of the waves, because I'm right at the back of the boat now. You can sort of see this crisscross pattern in the waves, this sort of pyramid effect. That's what's making it so bumpy at the moment. Look at that one breaking on top of us. Whoa! See this mountain coming up behind? Wow.
This is Pip's first time out of the cockpit. Hallelujah!
It's true, but you know, it takes a brave lady to be on outside the cockpit. Duncan's found a flying fish. Oh my god! They were so small, flying fish on the deck. I didn't realise they were so small actually.
One wing's folded, one wing's
Okay, they really do fly. Wow.
It's a special lentil dish, and as an exception we're even eating meat, but you know, it adds flavour.
It's Sunday morning. I've got to do the 6 AM shift. Duncan was up from the 3 AM shift, and yeah, we've had a really hectic hour or so sorting out changing wind strength, which meant we pulled in the Genoa, but then that meant that the mainsail was too big, so then the mainsail backed, which was quite scary. And Duncan had to put the engine on to get that to recover, and then we've been trying to find a balance again between the main and the Jenny. Anyway, Duncan's now on about hour 5 of his shift, and it should have lasted only until 3, only 3 hours. So as you can see, I'm fast asleep on the deck. Maya's inside, trying to get some sleep. We've done 528 miles now. We've got 250 odd to go. We're currently not really pointing towards the islands. What we'll do is we'll wait for the sea to calm down a bit, and then we'll hopefully change the sail arrangements to enable us to do a different kind of tack down to the islands. We're going to get sick again, and quite tired, everyone's tired of it.
Have just had one fucking hell of an hour. I'm going to pass you over to Duncan.
Talk about it.
You talk about it.
Well, I thought it was really fun. I don't really see what all the fuss is about.
Oh, that's bollocks.
I'm basically in shock.
Just aiming for the port now. It's the last straight, okay? We had to basically change from goose winging to attack in very heavy seas, very strong winds, and it was very stressful, but we all did it quite well, I think, in the end. Duncan gave very clear instructions, and Maya was amazing on the tiller.
We had big waves coming into the cockpit.
We had huge waves coming into the cockpit. There were probably like, I don't know, 4 metre high waves that were, when we were heading into the wind. 4 or 5 metre high waves that we were facing as Maya was steering her into the wind so that we could get the mainsail down. I say we, it was Duncan who did that. The mainsail's basically not usable at the moment. It's got the plastic widgets that take it up and down the groove broken basically, so we've got the mizzen up, that went up first, and we've got the Jenny and the boom that we had sticking out to port is still there. We can't possibly get that down until we're in calmer water, so yeah. Day 6, I think. Yeah. Morale's day for me is pretty low. I'm feeling so sick. And we had a very sleepless night.
It's now 10 o'clock, so we've made a conscious effort to get ourselves back into a routine. I've washed my face with some water under my arms, put some new knickers on. Then vomited, and Duncan's just been boiling some hard-boiled eggs, which is pretty much the only thing I seem to be able to keep down at the moment. I'll just have one of those and I'm going to feel better, I'm sure, after that's worked its way through. It's just the wind, it's just incessant. There's a lot of wind and there's a lot of spray over this roof thing. The water sprays right over with a huge bang. Maya's been sweeping the floor, so we're trying to keep up our routine and our morale. We're lucky we might be at our destination this time tomorrow. I think, if I'm honest, right now I'm desperate to get there, but I think the minute I get there I'll be wondering how this could have gone so quickly. Last night the stars were absolutely amazing. There was very light cloud coverage and there just seemed to be layer upon layer of stars. I've just got a real sense of the peace out here. There's a great big wave coming up behind us now. We're surfing down it now. I've only got a small sail up, as you can see. We are now on our way on the final stretch to São Vicente, which is the island in the Cap Verde Islands that we're going for. We are all so tired and so desperate to get into port. We're all dirty, hair matted, fed up with the rolling motion. Can't wait to get in. We've got to go quite slowly because we can't enter during dark because it's quite a tricky harbour and entrance, so we've basically got to slow ourselves down now overnight and get there sometime around 8-9 AM tomorrow morning. The rolling motion is just, it's really hard. Maya's asleep. Duncan's on his chart table, checking messages. There's a mess under the floor, under the table. Day 7, finally a glimpse of San Antao. You can just see its shape in the distance, very far distance. Really gruelling night, but more of that later.
Morning. Day 7 of our grueling journey. I want to describe to you what happened last night, which was that we were travelling a little bit too fast and we were worried about arriving in the dark, which is highly not recommended in this part of the world because the charts are not accurate, the lights are not necessarily working, there's vessels anchored in dodgy places, fishing pens, God knows what, things to hit in the dark which won't be lit. So we wanted to come in the daylight, and so we had to pause our journey. So we did something called heaving to, where you back the sails and you basically drift at a slow speed at a couple of miles an hour. You just drift in the middle of open sea. It's a bit like parking the boat, but it wasn't as stable and relaxing as we thought it would be. I'll let Penny describe more about that. I did manage to sleep for about half an hour, but at 2 AM we resumed our journey, and we are now approaching the island. So all is well. We've avoided a nasty tidal current that would have caused big seas, and we've avoided darkness. So now we just have to get into port in the next few hours. Hopefully that'll go smoothly, and then we can get off the bloody boat.
This is San Antao in the mist. If you can see it. Seems to be taking ages to get there. Punk's helming finally to get us to home base. He's seeing some good surfing down the waves. We've got a nice surf to ride on as we enter the island of São Vicente, and the harbour is not too far from here. You can just about make out the island in the distance. Yeah. This is Duncan steering. There's the island. Hilly actually, hillier than we thought.